I have never seen anything quite like this.
Welcome to part 2 of our Californian road trip. Hi, I'm Corinne, this is my husband River, and these are our 2 little girls, Mila and Jagger. So far we have ventured up from Laguna, through Palm Springs and explored Joshua Tree. Heading inland and further north, the hikes here get a little more daunting.
You are in a mountain lion habitat.
And yet the natural wonders that are found statewide mean you can't help but push yourself out of your comfort zone to see them firsthand.
The largest tree on earth.
Part 2 of our Californian road trip and our second national park of the trip, Death Valley. All in all, the journey from Greater Palm Springs to Death Valley takes around 5.5 hours, not factoring in breaks every couple of hours for our girls. A grueling 8 hours later, we arrived. The next morning, it was time to explore. Today we are in Death Valley. We're exploring the national park, and first up,
I saw a red thing, got a little bit of red on a big mountain.
she's seen a little bit of colour because we are heading to the Artist Palette Mountains this morning, which is where there's supposed to be like blues and purples and pinks all over the mountains. How cool is this place?
I literally feel like we're driving on Mars or somewhere else.
The landscape is wild, like reds and blues and oranges and blacks. The mountains are just kind of like unlike any mountains, definitely in the UK. But yeah, just driving here and there's kind of no one around, so it adds to the kind of eerie atmosphere. At least the sun is shining and we can see all of the colours all over the mountains. I'm so excited to get to Artist Palette.
Guys, this place, the Artist Palette, one of the most unique things
Ever.
I think we've ever seen, and we're not even there yet.
How cool. Right, let's go. Let's go and see it up close.
I think we've found our first colourful rock. That's where we've parked.
Rainbow Mountains, as Mila called them. Just insane to see them up close.
Let me see your hands.
Truck.
Jorgie! If you haven't stood on the top of a mountain and shouted at the top of your lungs, you mustn't travel with kids. We arrived here around 10 a.m. It's our first stop of the day, and as we only have one full day to explore Death Valley, it'll be a whistle-stop tour taking into account the heat and having 2 small children.
We're on the way.
Crystal Land, 888.
We're on the way to the Crystal Land, aka the Salt Flats.
The hills of Artist Palette are found along Artist Drive, a scenic road that loops back around to the main highway and conveniently passes through more colourful rock formations. Thankfully, our mission to tackle most of Death Valley in a day was helped by the proximity to each other of the main attractions. Badwater Basin Salt Flats are only a 20-minute drive from Artist Palette.
You can't read that, that says sea level, so right now, I don't know how far under the sea we are, but we are below sea level.
Yeah. Big neat toe. Right now Jagger's about 7.5 months. We started weaning her at 6 months, so we're what, a month and a half in, and already she's bypassing all of the baby food, the puree. She's not interested, but she is interested in pasta and toast and yogurts and all of that. So I think every baby's different, they move at a different pace. So if she's already ready for food like that, that's fine.
Look, it's out.
What does it feel like?
Snowy.
Feels snowy. This has been somewhere on my list since I started planning the road trip, and I really want to go to the Salt Flats in Chile, so this is so cool that they're here in Death Valley as well. And obviously we're not the only people that know about it, but it's not too busy, the weather's perfect, so I'm excited.
I was just saying to Corinne as well, like, you don't truly understand the scale of this place until you see people in the distance or cars in the distance. It's huge, it is massive. You want to taste it? Cheers. Just look at it. Salty. Is it salty? Yeah.
Tastes good?
Taste of salt.
Shocking. So I believe every now and again it rains here, and this whole like salt plain gets like flooded, and it's just like a mirror image. And I think it obviously makes the salt formations on the floor come up a lot more than they are right now. It's quite flat right now, and I think that was from everyone walking on it, but I think that's also because of the weather.
You can kind of begin to see those formations of the salt flats.
We spent just under an hour here. Crazy to think we've stood below sea level and actually at the lowest point in North America. Dusting off our feet, we headed to Dante's View.
From where we were, it's taken us about 50 minutes drive, so we've literally driven kind of like a semicircle back on ourselves, and we were actually down here before on the Salt Flats. Feeling cold?
It is really cold up here. The temperatures are really dropped. It's literally like we're in the clouds.
It's freezing. I'm gonna go for a walk. Corin's gonna stay with the girls because Mina's not getting out of the car. She's just woke up and Jagger is still sleeping. The one thing we learned from coming to California last year, just the sheer size of the state. They have all kinds of weather. They are so different. So you need to bring everything you own in your wardrobe for hot weather, cold weather, snow, rain. You need it all. So peaceful. Hi.
Hi, Dad.
We are going to hit up one more viewpoint.
And then we
And then
back
call it a day.
and then we back to the hotel.
Deal.
Deal.
The views are what make a good road trip. Bearing in mind how often you're in and out of the car, being in awe of the environments around you definitely helps. Our final stop of the day, Zabriskie's Point.
Let's walk up. I think we've literally come at the best time of day because the light is just falling so nicely over the mountain. Look, just look behind me.
This is so cool. And we were like and ahhing whether to stop here because we already went to Dante's View, but this is completely different and just amazing. Do not miss this point.
At
We
sunset.
nearly did. At sunset. Mate, it's crazy. This is Death Valley. You can actually walk up and over the peaks and along the trails in between. Had we have had longer, we definitely would have. Leaving for our longest drive yet, 6.5 hours plus breaks from Death Valley to Sequoia and Kings Canyon National Park, arriving well into the night.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear. Corin, happy birthday to you.
So we're in Sequoia National Park now. We arrived last night, so it was dark, and then we woke up this morning, and the river house that we're staying in, the views are amazing. So it was such a nice surprise to wake up here and on my birthday. Yeah! Booktree Lodge is not only a dreamy wooden chalet, it's only a 3-minute drive from the entrance to Sequoia National Park. Backing onto the Kaweah River and with a back garden rope swing, the girls were in their element.
And just like that, we're ready to hit the road.
Just like that.
Just like that. Yeah, it's
Minus
been like,
3 hours.
I know, it's been a while. We've had to do washing, pack lunch,
Bottles.
wash bottle. Jagger is dying for a nap.
Yeah, we've literally stretched it to the limit, so let's
Go.
Let's go to Sequoia.
Hi.
Hey guys, you have a pass already?
Yeah.
Alright, here's a map, you're all set.
Thank you so much. Cheers, thank you. And this is the America the Beautiful Park Pass, and it gives you access to all the national and state parks and only costs $80. What a steal.
Let's see what's at the whole map. Mom, where are we right now?
Once inside the park, there were a few key places we had on our list to visit, the first of which being Tunnel Log, which was around 35 minutes from the entrance. The sheer scale of the trees makes you immediately want to get out of the car and be amongst them.
We've had to pull over because, my word, the trees are huge.
We pulled over to the side of Crescent Meadow Road at a cluster of sequoia trees commonly known as the Parker Group. So after all that bear chat this morning, we actually saw a bear. We just saw its head. We were driving up and its little face popped up. I was driving the car like, but both of us saw it, so it wasn't just me. But I think he got scared by the noise of the cars. So I did slow down to see if it was going to come up, but it didn't. It just popped its head up and popped it back down. But that just proves that there are bears alive, mingling. So I'm a bit anxious to be out and about now. Yeah, the fog's getting in. which adds to the scary bit. And now I'm going to see a bear. It said that this little area of California is like a little mini rainforest because the trees are so big. The rain obviously waters the ground and it soaks up through the roots, but because the trees are so big, it takes so long for the water to reach the top, so the fog kind of helps water the top of the trees, if that makes sense. So that's why the fog is quite foggy here quite a lot of the time.
Tunnel Log is one of the more well-known places to see within the national park, so be prepared for it to be busy. However, if you're patient, you're able to drive through and see it without tourists climbing all over it. Another popular attraction is the General Sherman, the largest tree in the world.
His microphone.
What is that? Wait, you and Mummy get a log and a stick, and I get this.
Yes, for a microphone.
Great.
As the biggest tree in the world comes from the volume of its trunk, few other tree trunks are bigger around. Some trees are taller, but no other tree has more wood in its trunk than the Sherman tree. The Sherman tree's top is dead, so the tree trunk no longer gets taller, however the volume keeps increasing.
The other one's dead?
The top of it is dead, but the volume of the trunk keeps increasing. Each year the trunk grows wider, adding enough wood to equal another good-sized tree. That's crazy.
If you're travelling with kids and you do decide to come to the Sherman tree, it is paved all the way, so it's perfect for a stroller or a pram, whatever you want.
There are a few
You
steps,
have your
but
microphone.
yeah, it's
Mom,
manageable.
Mom, you
I
have
know literally everywhere we go on this trip, I'm like, this place is so cool, you've got to see it. You've really got to come to Sequoia. It's just magical.
The largest tree on earth. That's crazy.
Standing at the foot of this giant was incredible, even more so showing our girls.
So yesterday was great, but right towards the end, the battery died on the camera and I had no more spare batteries, so hence we didn't vlog anymore. And it is now the next morning, last morning in Sequoia, just grabbing breakfast before we hit the road. 3-hour drive to, where are we going? Yosemite.
I went for the mean green, which is like spinach, cheese, egg, chili. Does come with bacon too, but I don't eat bacon, so mine's without bacon.
Sausage egg bagel and a strawberry croissant for the lady.
Leaving right on cue with nap time allows us to travel the furthest distance while she's happy and sleeping.
We are nearly there. We're about 20 minutes away now from Yosemite. I have had a sleep. I was up at 5 a.m. this morning with Jagger, so I had a little sleep in the back of the car. Jagger's had a sleep. She's just woke up. She's done really well. She's been asleep for like the full 2 hours.
Join us on chapter 3 of our Californian road trip to see what we got up to in Yosemite, our fourth and final national park of the trip, before we drive over to the coast and loop back down to LA.